Good morning, everyone, and this is Linda with Linda Sue Plants for You. Welcome back. I'm just going to do a quick video this morning to say goodbye for the summer. It's a sad day for most of us plant lovers, but I'm not as sad as I've been some years, only because our plants did not do well this year, and I know it was because we had crazy weather. It went from being so cold and rainy to so incredibly hot, over 100 degrees for days on end, and then it would drop down in the 60s, and you know, that's not good for people, but it's not good for plants either. So I'm kind of surprised that I even got the growth that I did this year, but I just want to say this is the last of it. A lot of these plants did not do well, unfortunately, but there's always next year, right? Okay, so I am going to head on up on the porch and give you one last look up there at the plants before I take in what I'm taking in, and wanted to share that all with you. Okay, and on this shelf, for those of you that have been following me, you'll remember that that's the shelf that my daughter picked up off the side of the road and brought it home, and my husband sanded it down and painted it white for me. And I just thought it was perfect. It has the heart theme going on. Matches my shutters. And these are what's left. As you can see, they could have done better, but it is what it is. This is this was a white impatient plant, and I only had flowers on it for the first 2 weeks. After that, they died, and I could not get it to reflower because of the cold night. They don't like to get under 50 degrees. It stunts their growth. But the green was pretty anyway. And then here we've got the first year that I've ever had this type of caladium, and I'm not sure I would buy that again. I don't care for the way it grows. I like the color, but it always looked like it needed something, and as you can see right now it probably needs water, but I don't know. We'll see. What do you think? Do you like it? Should I get it again next year? Or should we just skip that one? And then my poor hens and chicks. They just popped out of the pot. Now, originally I bought those to put in my fairy garden, which I was not able to get in this year either. And so I'm going to try and save these and overwinter them in the house and hope for a better spring next year, and maybe I can get them in the ground. And then those will stay in the ground because they are perennials. This I'm going to be bringing in the house. This is my asparagus spring rye, and it grew pretty nicely out here. And I just have a kind of a thing for these. I think they're so dainty and pretty. They do require a lot of humidity, but if you just spritz them with the spray bottle once in a while, that seems to do the trick. So she's coming in. My other impatiens, which did pretty well, but that obviously is not going to be coming in the house. And then down here we've got some more impatiens. And then I've got this succulent that I still don't know what it is. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm either going to keep that or give it to my daughter. And I'm going to repot it before I do that. And then down here, I'm definitely going to wash the roots off of this plant and repot it and give this to my daughter. She wants my coleus for in her bedroom. And if you remember that little pink watering can I got her, those are the colors in her bedroom. So we have that, and then she wants a piece of this. This one And my daughter's standing right next to me. Honey, can you put your hand by the leaf there and show us the size? Of these leaves. Look at this one. Put your hand over the top of it. So look at the size of that. Wow, amazing. So she would like to have some of that for her bedroom. I don't want to cut that down completely yet because coleus can withstand pretty cool temperatures. So I think I'm going to keep that growing as long as I can and just cover it at night until it can't handle it no more. Now in a normal summer, I have seen my coleus grow 3/4 of the way up that trellis. So you can see how stunted the growth on everything was this year. And it's definitely because of the weather. Okay, so that is about it for us. I've got my honeysuckle is still growing strong, beautiful shade for our porch. And our ferns, I had to repot those. Some of you will remember I overwintered these in the house. And when I brought them outside, I repotted them and they grew beautifully. But I will not be doing that again. They grew pretty well most of the winter, and then about the last 5 or 6 weeks before it was time to put them outside, they ended up starting to fail rapidly on me, and I don't want to go through that again. And they were quite a mess too because they weren't getting enough humidity. So I think we're just going to let them go, and next year we'll just get new ones like we always have in the past. And if I had an area in my house, a basement where I could, or a plant room or somewhere where I could overwinter them, I would do that, but I don't. So, and then the last plant, I'll do a close-up of that, is another caladium. Loved it. It was beautiful. But the chipmunks got at it, and you can see the remnants of that. And it was a daily struggle, having to clean up after them, and they get in there and start digging and they eat the roots. And we had so many chipmunks this year, I just don't even understand it, where they all came from. Never had a year like that before. And last but not least, we've got another coleus. And I buy those for out here because they really like my porch and they add color. And then I have a grass plant. And I'm probably going to let that go too. I purchased that for my fairy garden as well. And I'm not thinking I want to bring that in the house. That screams problem for me. It looks like it would attract all kinds of insects, and I don't need that in my house. So I think we're going to just let that one go. Okay. So that is about it. I thank you all for joining me again today, and I hope that you enjoyed looking at what little bit I have left of my plants. And until next year, that'll be it for my outside videos. And for those of you that have big, beautiful gardens and lots of outdoor plants, keep making those videos because I so enjoy watching them. Okay. You all have a wonderful week, what's left of it. Looking forward to the weekend. You all had a short week, hopefully, most of you. And we'll see you again soon. Thank you for coming. Bye now. As you can see, she's grown a lot. She could have grown much, much bigger if we would have had a normal summer, but unfortunately we didn't. But what is there is very healthy, and I do see a little ripped leaf on the top here. That just happened in the last 24 hours because we're starting to feel the effects of the hurricane. And I know people don't understand that because we're up in Wisconsin, but we do get the after effects every time they have a hurricane in the southeast corner, Florida area, and the Carolinas. But anyways, these are some plants that my husband dug up from his parents' yard. His mother passed away a few years ago, and his father is selling the house. He has since moved out, and so he wanted something from their garden, and this is what he brought home. I'm not sure what kind of flowers those are, but I thought they looked very beautiful around the banana tree. So that will be it, folks. This is it for the summer. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you a much bigger and more beautiful garden next year. And we'll have better weather. Until then, you can continue to view my indoor houseplant videos at Linda Sue Plants For You. And I look forward to seeing you. Bye now.